Hey Ridgeview family, this is Mr. Ross checking in just to discuss a few things with you regarding facilities as well as building safety and security. I'm excited to be in this role with you all to serve as assistant principal over these areas. Our facilities vision statement for the year. Ridgeview High School strives to be premier in maintaining a facility where all partners feel safe and secure. We strive to create a learning environment that fosters growth in every student, an environment that is clean, welcoming, and does not impede the learning process. Okay, first off, Ridgeview family, I want to discuss maintenance requests with you all. I know a lot of you submitted maintenance requests at the end of last year. If you've done so, those requests should have been fulfilled by now. If you get in your room and find out that they were not fixed, please don't hesitate to reach out to myself or Mr. Hargrove so that we can get that rectified. Just for accountability purposes, make sure you fill out the maintenance request form as well so that we can track the maintenance requests that are being filled at the school level. Any new maintenance requests, fill out the maintenance request form. That automatically shoots me an email. Once I receive the email, I get with Mr. Hargrove or district personnel so that we can go ahead and get that request taken care of for you as quickly and efficiently as possible. In addition to maintenance requests, if you have any cleaning requests for your room, that's something that Service Solutions takes care of. But if you would just contact myself, I'll get with Service Solutions, Miss Green or Mr. Bell, so that we can get those requests taken care of for you as well. If you notice something that needs to be cleaned up in the hallway that requires immediate attention, like a slip or a trip hazard, please do not leave the area until someone from Service Solutions has arrived. Just reach out to one of your counterparts in the hallway, have them call the main office, in which they will radio myself or Service Solutions to get someone to the area to get it cleaned up for you as quick as possible. With ensuring the safety of all our schools in Richland too, the district has decided to redistribute our security guards, our nighttime security guards. So normally most of the high schools have security guards working throughout the course of the day. But because we have SROs on our campuses, those security guards will be sent to the elementary schools, which means that we will not have nighttime security. So we're having to modify the way that we do a lot of things here as far as locking up the building to ensure our school is safe and secure every evening. I'm asking for your help with that. What we're going to need is for teachers. Lockdown time is going to be 8:30 p.m. for teachers. So you won't be able to stay in the building after 8:30 p.m. because after that time, the appropriate personnel will be going through the building to ensure that all doors are locked and the alarms are on. And we don't want to get you stuck here overnight. If there's any concerns where on one evening you may have to stay a little bit late, you need to make sure you notify myself as quickly as possible so that we can kind of try to work through those issues. And along with that, for energy conservation purposes, every evening when you leave, we need to make sure that our lights, computers, and projectors are cut off every evening. Those items need to be cut off so the district can conserve energy and power throughout the course of the evening. When you get into your classrooms, check your equipment to make sure you don't have any broken equipment in the classroom. If you have any broken equipment in the classroom, let myself know and I'll get the appropriate person in there to remove the equipment. In addition to that, if you need extra desks, let me know that as well so that we can try to get your room filled and prepared for learning when the students arrive back on next week. As it relates to safety in our schools, I know this is a hot and ongoing topic, Ridgeview family. There's been some new legislation sent down where all schools are required to do a minimum of 2 active shooter drills, 2 fire drills, and 2 hazardous weather drills per year. So once I receive the information on how we're going to govern our active shooter drill, that will be the first drill of the school year. I pass that information along to you all. Just remember your quick reference charts. All of you should have those in a red binder in your room. If you do not, please let myself know and I'll get that to you as soon as possible. The quick reference charts tells you what to do in the event of a lockdown, lockout, or fire drill. Okay, Ridgeview family, 2 items I'm going to need your help with this year: student IDs and classroom doors. We need to make sure that every student in Ridgeview High School has on an ID at all times and can be identified at any given moment. Okay, so that's something that the safety team is really cracking down on. I'm going to need your help with that, so please help me out with ensuring that every student in Ridgeview has an ID on. In addition to that, classroom doors. I know it's convenient to have your classroom doors unlocked, but that is a non-negotiable. Faculty and staff, please keep your classroom doors locked at all times. The administrative team will be going around checking doors just to make sure you all are in compliance with that as well. I know there's issues with students having to get up and go to the restroom, but we may have to modify how we do that within the classroom. But please help me out with these 2 important things: IDs, every student must have one, and make sure your classroom door is locked at all times. Okay, when we did an evacuation drill on last year, it was just a drill. Several teachers called down to the front office to ask, are we having a real drill? Do we really need to leave? Anytime you hear a fire alarm or anytime someone announces a drill, assume that it is real. Take it absolutely seriously. Our first drill of the year, I'm going to go ahead and let you know right now, I'm going to need you all to take that active shooter drill very seriously, because in the event that something happens, we're not going to be able to ask those questions. We're going to go ahead and go into run, hide, and fight mode. So I'm going to need you all to be diligent with that and help me out and move with a sense of urgency when we have those drills, as many of you have already been doing. As far as evacuating the school, that's something that the safety team is currently talking about, and we may modify, but as of right now, please govern yourselves by the safety maps that are located in your red binders. Again, if you don't have a safety map, please get with me, shoot me an email, and I'll make sure I get you one as soon as possible to put in your binder. For those of you who are new, the safety map just tells you how to exit the building based on where your classroom may be at that time. All right, Ridgeview family, I know many of you are do-it-yourselfers, kind of like myself, but please do not stand on any tables, any chairs, or anything. Don't lift anything that's too heavy. If you need some help, call myself. I'll get the appropriate person there to help you out. Also, help me out with this. We want to keep our facility as clean and as neat as possible, not only for our students, but for our visitors and our community members, and for you and your organization as well. So please help me with keeping your rooms clutter-free as well. Lastly, if you get injured or hurt at work, please notify me as soon as possible. In the event that something unfortunate happens, I will get you with Nurse Ladd and Ms. Hansford to fill out the appropriate paperwork so that we can go ahead and file a workers' comp claim if we need to. And most importantly, Ridgeview family, I believe that we're going to have an awesome year. I look forward to working with each of you. If you need anything, don't hesitate to let me know. Mr. Ross, signing out.